Good morning, folks. Welcome to Real-Time Custom Rods in the rod shop here. Getting ready to start another custom wrap here. I'm going to do a diamond wrap, and it's going to be a typical Billy wrap. I call it freelancing. I just kind of look at colors I think will look good. I have jotted down some passes, which is the number of threads I'll put on each pass. But basically, I'm just looking at it and building it as I go. And sometimes it comes out looking pretty good. And sometimes it looks average, and sometimes I cut them off and start over. But anyway, we're going to get going. It's kind of like doing the best, freelancing it and kind of winging it as I go. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, folks, going to get going now. The center of this diamond is going to be red. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with a red thread, naturally. And go from there, and this is a 4-axis. I want the first one to hit right up. And when you do a 4-axis, you hit every other mark. First time through, then you come back and catch the other marks second time. So now I just come back and cross the one I just put down. Like I said, I'm kind of a freelance in this one. Just what I enjoy doing. I like reds and blues and aqua colors, and I tend to go with those. Probably will fast forward a lot of this. I read somewhere that the average YouTube video needs to be somewhere between 7 and 20 minutes, I think it was. So to achieve that, I've got to cut out a lot of this and fast forward. Hopefully get it down to about 15 or 20 minutes. So while I'm getting this cross done, I'll probably go ahead and crank the music up and let y'all watch me wind. Okay, and changing colors, I'm gonna run 4 strings of Fuji color. I call it aquamarine. It is number 17. Try to keep this one packed a little bit more as I go. I spent a lot of time just now packing that stuff. Some of this red and gold tinsel. I don't know exactly what to call it. It's kind of a twist. Red thread with a gold twist to it, metallic. It's a kind of a decorative look. And a different color red here. It's almost a pink. It's just a matter of getting the colors, just visualizing them. And what you think would look good next. I'm gonna run just one string of this. Getting closer. Hopefully I'll finish this thing off. It's about 2:20 Friday afternoon. I'm hoping to close this in, which means all that's got to be covered up. I'll run a thread of black in here. It's a size D.
which is larger than the ones I've been using. I think it'll help delineate things a little bit. As far as the colors go. I'm just gonna leave out more space. Let me get finished with it.
Putting 4 strands of red in. All the guides are red. So I kind of need to make that a little more pronounced than maybe I have. It wants to mess up on me. There's something wrong with that offset formula. This is twice now. This is wanted to close the small end. Okay, we're in the short rows here in the rod shop trying to get this rod finished. I've done some wrapping here to tie off the ends for the wrap itself. I'm going to be cutting this out and finishing that off. So I'll bring y'all along with me, and I simply, if you don't know what the popsicle stick is, I just kind of showed you. If you you don't want to cut your wrap. I mean, when you cut your wrap off, you don't want to damage the rod itself. So you put these popsicle sticks in. You can, of course, take your razor blade and cut down into that. You don't have to worry too much about damaging the rod. And when you get that done, you still got some threads to cut off, and I'll just simply pull them. Kind of like I'm skinning a squirrel. I don't know if that's a good analogy or not, but I'm just kind of pulling and cutting and trying to get this off. It can be a little bit of a mess to get all this off. That's basically everything that was next to my rod. Now I've got to fine tune, cut this thread off, and it's a slow process. I'll just kind of find an end and kind of go with it. I need to cut it off about as much as that's already run, so I got a ways to go. You don't want to hit what's holding it on there. Although I would encourage you to use some color preserver when you finish. I've got some nylon threads mixed in with this other thread. So epoxy, of course, will make that go transparent. Sometimes you might want to do that. I did a rod one time and I wanted that, and it kind of looked pretty good. But more important than that, it acts as a glue and holds all this together. When you're finished in it, if you do nick I put that on there just as a marker. Really didn't hold anything, as this would stay together without that because of the color preserver. So anyway, y'all see the process here. I'm going to probably crank the music up again and let y'all watch me. Okay, there she's tied off. I just need to clean some of the, I'll take some rubbing alcohol and clean some of that mess off the end there, but that's pretty much it. I'll put my labels up here about the rod and the action and the line weight. We'll be done. So that's it. Hope you folks enjoyed the video. I'm 99% finished, so I'll sign out now. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, if you would, please subscribe, like, share, do all that good stuff. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. See y'all next time. Okay, here is the finished product. I'm still putting the epoxy on it. Sometimes that shiny epoxy kind of takes away from it. I've still got to sand these handles down. I'll do that after this epoxy cures. And this is it, a diamond wrap. Got some red powder coated guides on this. These are Alps guides. Powder coated. I get those out of a company in Mebane, North Carolina called Back Creek, I believe, Custom Rods. So y'all, thanks for, if you stood with me this long, hung with me this long, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you like what you see, please subscribe, leave me a message. I'll get back with you. Y'all stay tuned.